There are absolutely a lot of things that men do that turns women off. But a lot of times women tend to behave in a way that one feels everything seems right. But today I'm going to be looking at some of those things that men do that turns women off. My name is Ella. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly click on the subscription button. And please don't forget to turn on the notification bell so whenever there is a new update, you will be notified. Without much ado, we are going to be looking at some of those things that actually turns women off completely. One of it is lack of communication. I know this is a very essential tool when it comes to building relationships. And oftentimes, men feel that they don't owe you the constant communication. Or sometimes they feel like you should know they are busy. You should know that they don't have the time at the moment. So they talk to you when they feel like at least daily there should be a hi or a hey. So when men have this feeling that they don't owe you the constant communication because you should know that they are busy, that's a big turn off. And oftentimes this leads to a lot of vices. The woman ends up giving her attention to something else or someone else. At the end of the day, you see, he comes and she's not there. It's a big turn off. Have you ever come across this set of guys that they always want to touch? Of course, women love to be touched. They would love to be pampered. Women love to be admired. So, but a lot of times they always want to touch. And when they touch, they always want to go beyond the touching to something else. They want to get to business. Every touch mustn't lead to sex. So the fact that, okay, you pamper her hair, you hold her hands, you shouldn't end up in bed. So, but a lot of times they just feel the moment there's a touch, everything is up. The moment there's a little hug, everything is up. The moment there's a little peck, everything is up. That's a big turn off. Big turn off. Another big turn off for men is that they always talk bad about their exes. They say all sorts. That one was so dirty. She's this. She's so lazy when it comes to this. When it comes to that, she does not have a good background. You start calling, giving your ex all sort of names. Whereas some of them see they're in communication with those exes. So that's a big turn off. Either person might feel like, oh, really? Because the same way he talks bad about that lady, tomorrow you may likely be a victim of circumstance. So it's a big turn off, guys. Another big turn off. Have you ever seen guys that keep malice? Of course, you are in control. You are the boss. Boss in the sense that you are the leader. So a leader shouldn't be encouraging things that should not be encouraged. It's on the air though for a man to start holding face, keeping malice with a female. I mean, you both do something very wrong. At least you should bring order. You should at least have this sense of leadership. If there's an issue, at least you should break the camel's back. You should take some steps. I'm not saying that women should relax. No, that shouldn't be encouraged, at least beyond 24 hours. It shouldn't be encouraged. So the moment it extends, I try to be the leader that you are. Try to be the man that you are. And stop keeping malice. Then again, have you ever seen this kind of guys that are easily distracted? You're with a lady, but at every point in time, their eyes are moving to and fro, seeking for whom they want to devour. Devour what? Their eyes are everywhere. You see the eyes turn every reaction. They're observing the environment. Observing each environment. There are ways you could do it, but when it becomes so conspicuous, you are distracted. The next minute, your phone beeps and you want to run out for your phone. Your phone beeps, and the next thing you want to pick it up. Your phone beeps, you want to know who's calling, and the next thing you want to reply a message. Pretend to be communicating because some people can actually diversify. They can actually do two, three things at the same time. A lady passes, you're looking at, how can somebody behave like that? So they're easily distracted. The next thing, a lady walks past them and just find one thing to complain about. How does that concern you? Why can't you just focus on what you're doing? You think we don't know that they're actually admiring what they're saying? We're not saying they shouldn't look. Of course you can. But when a man gets so distracted at every slightest thing, it's a big turn off. Especially when you're with your woman. Another big turn off. Some guys can make dirty jokes. When I mean dirty jokes, some people could laugh over it. But some jokes are just to the extreme. There should be a limit to jokes. At least you know when it should be okay and acceptable. Sometimes they even make the jokes in the midst of their friends. Make a caricature all in the name of a joke. You are making jest of a person. Even it could even be the woman, your woman, that is even with you at the moment. That's a big turn off. Please, that should be done with all manner of courtesy. If you want to joke, there are some jokes you could joke in the private, but there should be a limit to it. That's a big turn off. Then there are guys that have this feeling of they are not never wrong, that they can't be wrong, that they're always right. Like there's an argument they expect to say sorry because they never wrong. That's an attitude problem. It's a character defect, but still that's a big turn off. And I know people, you might not outrightly say that I am not wrong, but not taking responsibilities for your action, that itself is you are indirectly saying that you are not wrong. And you can't be right all the time. So when we see that it's that character display, that's a big turn off. Hey, then again, poor hygiene. Hey, some guys are dirty. They are dirty. And they smell so bad. Some of them have allowed sweat to even form part of their character. They have allowed sweat to form part of their personality. And whenever he's here, you just perceive sweat all over his face, everything around him. You go to his house, you see that the whole place is fumigated with his sweat because he has piled up some clothes that has been drenched in sweat all together with the clean ones. Even when ladies go to the extent of saying their boxes, they might appear clean and physical, but you want to know a guy's needs, his boxes. You may not see it like you want to know a guy is neat or has a good hygiene. You check the kind of boxers he wears and check the boxers. So it is not in the clothes they wear. Some of the guys, they put on very neat clothes, neatly ironed shirt, trousers, shoes, but deep down, gosh, discover that they've worn it for like 3 weeks. We know all these things, we see it, and that's a big turn off. Yes, another turn off. Finally, another turn off. I wouldn't say this is a character defect. Will I say, in a way, it is. Okay, there are guys that have very bad breath, and they always want a French kiss. Every time they want a kiss, it's a nice one to always give your partner a kiss. But when you're doing that, always make sure your breath is okay. There are lots of things you could take that would help the breath. But when your breath is not encouraging the ministry, my dear, that's a big turn off. A lot of times we pretend to be okay in the name of love, but it doesn't last. Thank you very much for listening. Till I come your way next time, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. My name is Ella. Do have a nice day.